Thanks for coming back and joining me. So, sorry I've been away for a while. I've been on vacation and I've had to move. I'm starting my master's in Halifax. So, all that is to say that I've been taking some time off, but I am back. So, I just wanted to start with an update on NAT. So, NAT has been on a bit of a rip downwards, right? And it's below $4, which is insane, right? So it was trading relatively stable in the past month at around like $4.50, but then has decreased tremendously by 17% to go under $4. Even if you look at the 6 month chart, um, it has went from around like $5 down 26%. So now that it's under $3 or $4, I'm thinking of buying it, some more shares. As I said in my previous videos, that if it went under 4 and the market is still strong, I would buy some more shares. But also I have to consider some other things. So first, let's look at the freight rates. And the freight rates have not been good at all. I believe this is their lowest week, where now they're people are paying $8,500 as the spot rate. So basically, how much companies have to pay daily for people or to put oil on their ship. And just note that like 8,500 is like really low, and it costs like $8,000 just to um, be able to maintain the vessel daily, right? So that's a really low amount. And if we can see here, it's basically like close to 2018 levels. Hopefully, this is not long lasting, and hopefully the spot rates increase. But again, this may be a reason why um, the tanker stock for NAT and also the other tankers are relatively low right now. Okay, so also if we're looking at their Q2 results, so on August 17th, NAT posted their Q2 results. This I was very impressed by. Of course, they increased their dividend, as you can see here, to 20 cents per share, and they also earned a net income of 49.1 million, which was an increase of 24% from the previous quarter of 39.5 million, right? So that's insane, right? And that resulted in, I think, like 33 cents a share, which I thought that they were going to do 31 cents a share, which is just insane. I was very happy to see that, right? So they also paid out their 92nd consecutive cash dividend at 20 cents per share, which I already received that, and I own 350 shares, so it was around like $93 Canadian. Also, this is important here. So the average amount of TCE, which is basically what companies are paying to put oil on their vessels to transport them, for in the previous quarter was $44,100 per day per ship, which is really nice. And previous year, last year, it was 31,700. So again, huge increase in the TCE there. And again, as you can see here, the operating costs are 8,000 per day per ship. So all that means is that this rate of 8,500 is pretty much close to unsustainable if the operating costs per day per ship are 8,000 per day. So this is just saying that NAT holds 144 million in cash as of the date of this release, which is nice, which equals $1 per share. So they have a lot of cash and liquidity on that front, which is what I like to see. Against long-term liabilities of 318.1 million, so which is a reduction of more than 110 million since a year in 2008. So their net debt is about 11 million per ship, or 256 million total. So it's nice that they're reducing debt, right? And they're talking about now they're vetting their fleets, so basically they can last longer. And since their ships are relatively old, they need to do this. And so detailed financial information for Q 2020 is later in this report, so we're going to look at that. So again, they had the net income was positive with 49.1 million, or 33 cents per share. And again, in a previous video, I thought that they were expected to do 31 cents per share for Q2, but however, also analysts expected the ship to do, or NAT to do 29 cents per share. So that's a huge increase, and I'll link the video where I say that somewhere around here. So And then this was an improvement from first quarter, which where they saw 27 cents per share, right? So further on, they show their time charter equivalents for second quarter was 48,400, which is really, really nice, as we can see here. I don't know if you can see this number here, 48,400 against 44,100 for first quarter. And they talk about the world economy and tanker market, and they see that going forward, there's the order activity for new ships is muted, and the order book percent in the existing tanker fleet has not been lower in decades. So that means that newer Suezmax vessels and all the other oil ships there's no more orders. So basically, since there's no more orders, that's going to reduce the amount of tankers in the market because they last around like 20 to 30 years. So once new tankers get older, they're actually going to see a loss of tankers in the market because the order activity for new ships is very low, right? And there are 22 conventional Suezmax tankers scheduled for delivery in 2021 and 12 in 2022, right? And because the supply of tanker tonnage is inelastic in the short term, when there are too many ships, rates obviously go down. But then when there are no ships, which will happen when there are no ships on the market, rates tend to go up, right? So that's very, very good. So yeah, and also some other news is on September 4th, Alexander Hansen, which is the son of the CEO, bought 50,000 shares at $3.49, which was an insane price, as we can see here. Right now the price is $3.89. And also on August 19th, the son also bought 55,000 shares at $4.34, right? So there's the CEO and the board of directors are just buying up shares, right? Because they think that this definitely is a low price. And I am definitely thinking of buying shares. I just want it to go down a little bit more. I know I would say I would buy when it's under $4, but I think it's very close to the time to strike anyways. So we'll have to see what the Q3 dividend is, and again, I think it will be pretty good. And right now, again, like netting $2 for owning around like $2,000 worth of shares is pretty damn attractive for NAT, right? And also, as you can see, the spot rates for the past 2 days have been 5,000 and 5,800, which you can see is just like unsustainable for the long term since the operating cost of the ship are $8,000. But yeah, anyways, this is just a little update on NAT. Sorry that I haven't posted in a while. I've just been incredibly busy, but I'm hoping to post regularly now that I'm back. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And thank you for taking the time to watch us, and have a fantastic day, guys.